Hi, I'm David Klein. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at Kennedy White Orthopedics in Sarasota, Florida. I wanted to talk to you in this orthopedic moment about motion of the shoulder. The shoulder is one of the more unusual joints in the body because it's really two joints in one. The first joint is between the shoulder blade and the chest wall and involves motion of the shoulder blade against the chest. The second joint is the ball and socket joint. That's the one that most people think of as their shoulder joint. That involves motion of the ball against the shoulder blade. Really, this is a composite joint because to reach your hand to an overhead position, you have to both move the ball against the socket and you have to move the shoulder blade. In general, this is a 2-to-1 ratio. So if you're getting a full 180 degrees of elevation of your arm, you're making that up with 120 degrees of motion from the humerus on the shoulder and 60 degrees of motion of the shoulder blade on the chest wall to get that full 180 degrees. If you have an injury to your shoulder, such as the rotator cuff, the muscles that surround the ball and socket joint, that will limit your motion. And you may need to have some compensated motion take place with hiking of your shoulder blade because you simply can't lift as high with the ball and socket part of the joint. For that type of problem, physical therapy can often be helpful to get people to get better mechanics to the shoulder. Another thing that can happen with the shoulder is problems with instability, most commonly in younger people. This is when the ball and socket is not secure and the ball will shift in the socket or shift out of the socket. That will also produce atypical motions to the shoulder, and people sometimes compensate with different motions of the shoulder blade in order to make it so the ball and socket does not go in a position where they feel uncomfort or discomfort. This again can often be treated with therapy. If you have problems with the motion of your shoulder, you should see an orthopedic surgeon and you may be sent for physical therapy. It may take other evaluations such as x-rays, MRIs, or other imaging studies, or even nerve studies to help find the reason for the trouble with your shoulder motion. Thank you for listening to this orthopedic moment.